Marcus Endicott's Journey Through Chatbots and AI from 2006 to 2018. Between 2006 and 2018, Marcus Endicott chronicled a steady and evolving journey at the intersection of travel, the semantic web, and conversational AI. In 2006 he was based in Byron Bay, Australia, experimenting with AML chatbots. He built ByronBot, a local guide bot, and the meta-guide GeoBot, which knew countries and capitals. He was intrigued by the difference between a static web page and a blog, and the role of RSS syndication in powering a real-time web. By 2007 he was explicitly probing the relationship between AML chatbots and the semantic web. He imagined pipelines where RSS could be transformed into AML, and OWL ontologies could power reasoning inside chatbots. He wanted to convert book indexes into taxonomies and then into chatbot knowledge bases. At the same time he overhauled Destination MetaGuide into a green travel semantic mashup, combining news feeds, NGO databases, and collaborative content. In 2008 he pushed further with Project VagaBot, an attempt to create a chatbot that could read both books and web feeds. He tested for boats, Program E, RSS MySQL ingestion, and XSLT bridges. He also began working seriously with Twitter, building Twitterbots for semantic content and green travel, and imagining ways of feeding Twitter streams into chatbot brains. In 2009 he developed the idea of feedbots as the brains of chatbots. Using Yahoo pipes and cloud databases such as Zoho Creator, he created faceted classification taxonomies to drive intelligent feedbots. His Green Travel taxonomy became the basis for Green Travel 1, a Twitterbot that aggregated news, tweets, videos, and blog feeds in real time. He also monitored emerging projects, such as OpenCog and Texa, as pathways toward artificial general intelligence. In 2010 he documented two very different sides of his work. On one hand he recorded and distributed audiobooks, learning the intricacies of formats, Audacity, CD Baby, and iTunes. On the other hand, he moved to Sydney, worked warehouse jobs to fund his research, and met artists and researchers like Steelark involved with the Thinking Head. He explored early iPhone apps for text-to-speech, RSS readers, and virtual assistants like Monica versus Siri. In 2011 he focused on two emblematic projects. He created a Cleverbot tweet FAQ, collecting and annotating links and trivia about Rollo Carpenter's bots. And he wrote a long technical overview of IBM Watson, right before its Jeopardy! Debut, dissecting its supercomputer hardware, SUSE Linux and Hadoop software, and deep QA pipeline. He positioned Watson as a milestone in large-scale open-domain question answering. In 2012 his attention shifted to scale. He launched 250 conversational Twitter bots, one for every ccTLD, all powered by a single for-boat engine in the cloud, connected via Yahoo pipes. They could be tweeted and would respond, often quoting his travel books. He also moved much of his development into metaguide.com, where he experimented with automated summarization and the mining of his tweet archive. In 2013 he returned to long-term travel, visiting Europe and India, and testing the real utility of travel tech. He lived without a phone, relying on a cheap laptop, prepaid data dongles, and Skype. He found Skyscanner invaluable, experimented with Couchsurfing and Airbnb, relied on Wikitravel for concise overviews and TripAdvisor for reviews, and used Google Maps with screenshots for offline use. He reflected that Facebook had become a core platform for people, pages, and events, not just social networking. At the same time he wrote about his broader summarization strategy across his three sites, mendicott.com, metaguide.com, and GaiaPassage.com, using taxonomies and templates to semi-automate knowledge building. In 2015 he was in Bangalore, documenting the first Pata Technology Forum. He noted Mohandas Pai's emphasis on Aadhaar as a platform, Focusrite's push into India, and panels with TripAdvisor, Holiday IQ, and ClearTrip. He highlighted entrepreneurs such as Migola, acquired by Make My Trip, Table Grabber, and Trip Hobo, and interviewed Oyo Room's young founder Ritesh Agarwal. He remarked that Oyo had already changed his own travel experience in India. In 2017 he returned to the definition of chatbot itself. He traced the lineage from IRC bots to IM to Facebook's April surprise in 2016, which opened Messenger to bots. He described the clash between graphical chat apps and hand-built chatterbots, the role of the low enterprise community, and the growth of Facebook's bots group to 30,000 members. Banned twice from that group, he started his own chatbot developers Bangalore, reflecting both his India base and his focus on dialogue systems, AI, and NLP. In 2018 he wrote 3 reflective essays. One analyzed chatbot trends from 2016 to 2017, showing spikes around Microsoft's TTS, Facebook Messenger bots, and controversies over bots inventing languages or being shut down in China. Another gave an overview of effective computing, distinguishing emotion recognition, via text, voice, face, from emotion synthesis, and citing projects like Semen and companies like Affectiva. A third surveyed aesthetics in artificial intelligence, focusing on natural language generation and the interplay between computing and beauty, from Paul Fishwick's aesthetic computing to Nick Montfort's work on interactive fiction. Taken together, his story across those years moves from building simple AML chatbots rooted in travel and geography, through semantic web experiments, feed bots, and Twitter bots, into mobile assistants, large-scale QA systems, automated summarization, Indian travel tech ecosystems, and finally broad cultural reflections on chatbots, affect, and aesthetics. It is a record of persistence, improvisation, and curiosity, always circling around conversational systems, always with one foot in travel, and the other in AI.